Early. Is everybody okay? Is everybody well? How did everybody sleep today? You guys all sleep well?
I'm mid-munch.
You're mid-munch. Okay, how did you guys
I
sleep?
wake up early because of the pod.
I had to wake up early. Okay, sorry.
I woke up early. I went to sleep early and I woke up early. So
it was a good day for you then.
is that good? I don't know. The day just started basically.
Yeah, it's a good day. I like this jersey, by the way. I don't think I've ever seen it before. Is it new?
This is years old, but I think this is a special edition one.
Champions League.
Champions League one. Like it has some of the pictures from the
Havertz one.
Got the score on it as well.
yeah
Which year was it?
It would have been 2021.
years ago, man.
It was the year we won. Yeah, 2021, I think.
It can't be the 2012 one. No, yeah, it can't
Was it 2021 that we won?
Yeah, it was 2021.
Crazy.
Yeah, no.
That is actually a beautiful kit. When did you buy that?
It was a present.
2022.
Oh.
Won in 2022.
from the babes.
I'm actually jealous. That actually looks very, very
Now
nice.
the back of it is cold.
What's on the back of it? Let's see the back of it, please.
Back of it is
Okay. It's Mason Mount. No, Aspie. Aspie! It's Aspie!
Aspie, innit?
Yeah, just, yeah, it's cold still. That's some. Alright, say no more. We need to win the trophy. I need to go look on
One of my
the.
favorite defenders.
I need to go on the look for some special edition jerseys.
Nah, your top is cold, man.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
See
I
the
appreciate
babes
it.
gotta wear nice clothes.
I don't know what Paul is on today, but
I'm just saying, you're wearing nice clothes. The babes.
I don't. Actually, let me not do that. we already had a discussion about fashion a couple weeks back. We don't need to go back there again. But nice Miami Heat jersey for you too as well. I actually do like your shorts. Shorts are very, very colourful. So
I wore it just for you, man.
You're loving the sleeveless combo because on the
It's
previous
warm. It's warm in it. That's
the
what I'm
previous
wearing.
ep, he wore the sleeveless combo again. Backwards. I was thinking, is this the Sri Lankan dude that I know?
That's it. Slang could do that.
I don't know what that means. What does that mean, Kelvin?
It's just I've never seen a Sri Lankan dude dress like that.
You never seen a Sri Lankan dude dressed sleeveless?
No, like the last episode, he was sleeveless, hat backwards. It was,
Yeah.
So wait, so hold on. So
It was a different
hold on.
hold on. From that nation, no offense.
Hold on. So hold on.
From that nation is crazy.
Hold on. So do you think South Asians dress in a certain type of manner?
That's not what I'm saying. Why you?
No.
How did this go from Sri Lankans to South Asia?
No.
Oh yeah. The Cuban link is crazy.
Because I'm from South Asia, innit? So that means, are you saying South Asians dressing in a
I said Sri
different manner?
Lankans, not South Asians. I said Sri Lankan.
Are you sure it's
There's
just
a
Sri
difference.
Lankans? Sri Lankans, Indians, and all the South Asians are basically the same shit.
I didn't say all of that.
So you're saying they're all the same? I don't know if they would
I didn't
agree with
say
you
all
on that
of that.
one. I think their culture is
say all of that.
diverse.
Hold on. So, and do you think South Asians dress differently?
Yeah.
I don't think. Let's
Like
not
how?
generalize.
Like how?
He said Sri Lankans. Don't change.
Yeah, you see how he's trying to take
But
bigger home.
you literally agree though.
Lie
So
yourself, bro.
you think South Asians
Lie
dress
yourself.
differently?
Let's change topics.
So you
Let's
think
change topics.
so you think I'm an anomaly basically? Is
No,
that
no,
what you-
normally, but you definitely aren't to the cultural norm, I'd say.
I think you dress like your environment, like what you see around. I think you dress like your environment.
Like what he sees around him.
Yeah.
And what does he see around him?
Like he lives in South London, so I think he dressed like a South Londoner.
Guys, look at the last step. I don't think most South Londoners dress like how he was dressed last step.
So how was I dressed last night?
You were I'll say it plainly, you were dressed like a hooligan. I'm joking. Not a hooligan. I'm joking.
hooligan.
No, you're just like
hooligan.
you see the people that you see at Miami Beach.
Yeah.
he was just
But
like
that's I think in the summertime that's his vibe.
Yeah,
like, he got a
yeah,
chain
probably
out, he's got a jersey on. I feel like,
Vice City.
yeah. I think every week in the summer we're gonna see him with a jersey and a Cuban links.
Because it's getting stuffy in it, so it's like I can't be wearing t-shirts anymore. And I have so many jerseys at home. I have to bring it out.
You get hot quite easily.
Yeah, and I sweat easily as well. So I have to.
That's true.
You smile because you know, because you know something.
Yeah, I do, but I'm not gonna put you on blast. Everybody has their own little quirks in it, so I'll leave you. But it's good. I think it looks. It's a change. It's a nice little change. You're matching with your shoes as well. Nice. The shades are back. The Enigma's back in full force. You know, there was away for a little bit. Otherwise, I don't know, guys. How's your week been in general? Solid weeks, everybody.
Just running.
Marathon prep.
Did you do the marathon?
That's September. I didn't do the London Marathon, no. I've rolled my ankle though, so I've been running through that.
What doesn't? Okay, that doesn't sound.
How
nice.
long is a marathon?
26K, I think.
No, 42k,
42K. So what's that in miles?
26.2.
26 miles.
Yeah.
I don't think I could do that in under 5. No, I could do that in under 5 hours.
I think you would be able to do it.
I think, yeah, but usually with like no training, you're doing it between 5 and 6.
5
like,
and 6 hours.
Yeah.
Like if you're obviously you gotta have a decent fitness level, base fitness.
No
But
way I'm doing 26 and 5 and 6.
Why? You think you would do more?
No,
Or
I
less?
feel like I could do it less.
yeah, with training,
I don't
you
want to talk about running, man.
should be sub
Because
5.
I've been trying to, people have been pressuring me. I don't want to do running, man. I'm not running long distance.
Maybe you should run a marathon.
If we all say we're
I'll
down
be.
to do it, if we all say we're going to run
I'll
a marathon,
be.
I'll run it.
I'd do it just to be.
And then you won't be able to walk for the rest of the week. But okay.
I do it just to be. Just to show you that even though I'm 80 kg and unhealthy.
84 kg.
Why are you
You
Weight Watchers?
see how he's always trying to add.
84.5
You
though,
see how
'cause
he's
it's
always
really
trying
good.
to add.
You're 84.5.
Add, you know, like meals onto it.
You're 84.5. I remember in the group sheet.
Yeah,
84.5.
okay.
It's a K though.
Why
don't
you?
worry. It's a K.
Are you 90?
90.
Are you 90?
Bro, I went less than you. I'm
Are
like,
you
bro,
90?
there's a gap, bro. I'm like,
Someone tell that boy. Are you 90?
bro, I'm like 83.6.
You're 80.
Bro, I weighed it like 2 days ago. I weighed like 2 days ago.
Yeah, yeah.
83.6 is crazy.
Yeah,
Oh, my
83.6.
days. Okay, cool. But yeah, if we're all down to do it,
You should
know.
run there as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've been doing the treadmill, no?
Yeah, you should run there as well.
And then I claps in the first 40 minutes. I'll tap out.
But you can always start walking from there.
26 miles is so crazy though.
Yeah, that's about like a 40-minute drive,
Because think about it.
depending on where you live.
Because think about it. From our house to Tooting, or from our house, from your house to here, it's probably about 8 miles.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
that's like what times
A lot.
4 almost.
Yeah, that's
that's
a bit,
long.
That's a bit of a stretch. Steve.
That's long.
Not interested in doing
Yeah,
that.
that's.
I've only run a quarter of the distance so far.
A quarter. When is it? What's the time? What's the countdown? How far are you? September.
Yeah,
Okay, so you're gonna start doing half one soon then.
this half isn't until like June.
There is
Okay, do you have actually a plan? Oh, nice.
there is no way that you can get lost, right?
Lost.
Yeah.
They mark out the way for you.
Because I know I
Just
I
full of
feel
other
like
people.
Like for the London Marathon, they cut off they block off loads of roads so people can run on the road and stuff.
Yeah.
But I heard this year they also allow people to do it virtually. Because one of my colleagues,
Yeah, you can.
he was doing his at home, so he was just running around his block. He said,
And yeah, you can get the medal from that.
"Really? I
Run
think
around his block. That's cool.
no, I think I'd rather run the actual track.
Yeah.
Yeah,
with
I
other
would.
people. Rather
Because
than,
you see other people around you and it's kind of motivating.
yeah, rather than running the block. Running the block is a bit of a yeah. But let me not hate on his thing.
I wonder how much you lose in terms of calories in a typical,
Like
more than a K, surely.
yeah, you're looking at like 2.5, 3.
You know, okay.
See, I don't understand how that even works, but you know, another day in the life. Anyway, let's get to it. Roll call. Who we got today? I feel like I missed clapping. Sorry.
Elias.
Kelvin.
Muiwa, and we're in the hoop.
I don't do that again.
Alright, so we're back again, ladies and gentlemen. It's that time, playoff seasons. Things are coming thick and fast, man. New developments every single day. Do you know what? I think we have to start with yesterday's palaver. So we're recording today. Today's the 3rd of April.
3rd of May.
Definitely the 3rd of May today. We just watched Game 6 last night. Elias, I'm going to go to you for your initial thoughts on how you're feeling. So we came in here earlier this week assuming that it was a done deal. That we'd come here, gloat, celebrate. But it seems the Rockets had other plans. Ime Udoka had some other plans. Steven Adams also had some other plans. Fred VanVleet, as you can see, had some other plans. And how are you feeling right now?
I think Steve Kerr's brain is a bit busted. Like, I don't even know how to put it. Game 5, when he took out the starters and it became a close game again, I thought they would go back in. So that could have helped. And then, Game 6, Steph was having a poor night.
The first half, he seemed like he was doing good.
Yeah, and then it's the double bigs.
They're a problem.
Double bigs.
They are a problem. I think there's a. Actually, I want to go last. Paul? What did you think?
I mean, I thought they would force Game 7, to be honest. So I'm
Really?
I'm not really surprised. Yeah.
What was your reason for that?
I don't know. I just feel like the Warriors aren't like. I feel like Houston. They're playing with a lot of energy. Like they're young, playing a lot of energy and defensively they're sound. And I knew Draymond was gonna do something stupid last night. I don't know what it was. I knew it was bound to happen as well. So I could just tell. I was gonna bet on it, but I was like, nah. I'll just chill out. And Fred, listen, man. He may be. How old is he?
He's not that old.
He still got it, man. That's
Let me check.
When they got Fred, I was
He's
like,
31.
that's a very good pickup to have, man. Like he has a lot of experience, a vet. He knows how to calm the guys down, and Sengun had a decent game as well. I think he had like 20 and 16 boards. Like he had 21. It was a good game from Houston, to be honest with you. And like defensively, they're really good, man. So it was like I wasn't surprised. I think Game 7 the Warriors will take. I feel like they'll take Game 7.
I feel like we're done.
You can go down.
I think it's a new generation.
Really?
So you're putting a 3-1 lead? Is what you're saying?
Oh my days, Paul.
No, I'm saying the 7th seed is losing to the 2 seed.
That's one way to put it. That is one way to put it.
The better team is about to win.
I don't think that. Though. I disagree with you on that one though.
I feel like Curry will have a big game.
Yes.
But what do you think,
He has
Kelvin?
to.
The first thing that crossed my mind is whether you guys like it or not, Curry's in danger for his legacy. Like the first superstar to bottle two 3-1 leads. That's a horrendous look.
Okay.
That is a horrendous look. And I think it's like what Draymond said in his press, because I saw a bit of it. He said Van Fleet killed them in the Raptor series, whether people know or not.
Yeah.
Last night killed them. But for Game 7, I do think the Warriors will come back. I think Draymond, he needs to be careful. He started off the game with a flagrant, right?
Yeah.
Flagrant one.
So, I understand you want to say, we're not here to play around, but to start a game, it's 3 points. Like, just calm down, Draymond. Start Game 7 on the right tone. And they should be fine. They should be fine. They're the better team, in my opinion, all round. So, they should be fine.
I agree with you that I think they should win. The Paul's point around the energy is the thing that's concerning me in terms of
What point?
your point on the energy about the Rockets having playing with more energy. I feel like watching some of the game back, I just kind of I don't know where their sense of desperation is right now. I feel like even listening to the post game conferences after Game 5, it was like, okay, like we got blown out, we gave them this one, we decided to get rest. I heard what Steve Kerr said, and to be honest, I did agree with him in terms of like what you said about bringing the starters back in. I feel like it's a bit disrespectful to the bench guys if I pull you guys out now that you've made it close. Like they've done all the work, and that the starters will be cold. So to expect them to kind of ride that wave, I feel like it'll be a lot to ask of them, in my opinion. But yesterday's game, I just felt like, number one, I think the shot selection in the second half just went. I don't know where it went. It just went left. Like things that you don't see happening. It was almost like a repeat of what happened to the Rockets in their Game 7 against the Warriors, where they just started hunting threes.
But that was mad. Like I think they went like 52. Like
Yeah.
the
The way that they were cold, it just, I guess the zone that they were playing helped, but it was just surprising to see because even like open layups, it just, I don't know. At some point, they just needed to score. I think there was a point in the fourth quarter where they hadn't scored. Like, I think they only made one field goal and they were halfway through the fourth, and it was just like, okay, cool. Like, there's slow starts and then there's droughts, and then droughts come to, I don't even know what droughts come to, but I'm worried because I thought the size was going to be an issue from the jump. And I thought, okay,
Jeopardy,
the first that lineup of the three of them out there. That lineup was a problem. I didn't know.
You know, I'm telling you, like Adams is really, really good. Like you know when Memphis lost him, I was like, damn, that's a loss. That's big because Adams is really so like he doesn't have those gaudy numbers, but he is one of the best role players you can have in this league, man. He's really good, man. Really, really good. Like so when they got him as well, I was like, that's a very good pickup, man. That's a very good pickup. What's up?
Why are you hugging the mic? Sorry.
What?
I said, why are you hugging the mic? But no, I agree. I think his veteran leadership, and I think his mental is the thing that impressed me the most with Steven Adams. Because when they started playing like Hacker Shack on him, and he's like every time he's just still going up there, still looking calm, same demeanor every single time. And the thing that always happens is like when you start, like when you give these guys reps, eventually somebody's going to start to fall. And it was just a thing of they weren't boxing out there, but the extra effort that you would expect them to have, they just didn't have it. And it just seems, I'm worried a little bit. I do think there's a gear that they can get to. The Warriors that can get to that they can play where the Rockets won't be able to match them. But I worry now that the vets have found themselves in the Rockets, like in terms of Van Vliet and Steve Adams, and their impact is being felt. I worry whether or not they're going to be able to shut off that tap because they're encouraging their young guys. Like Sengun is playing like he knows what he's meant to do. He's playing encouraged. Jalen Green yesterday, even though he wasn't necessarily scoring the ball, and I thought that was their secret to winning the games. I thought like if he's scoring, then definitely they're going to win. But yesterday he wasn't really scoring like that.
Yeah, he had like 13 points, something like that.
Yeah,
13 points, something like that.
Yeah, 12. Yeah, 12 points, yeah. And yet somehow they still won, and he was he had the best plus minus on their team as well yesterday.
I don't care about that stat. Stupid ass stat. Stupid ass stat.
So I don't know. I think personnel wise, I think the Warriors. I don't know. Did Looney play yesterday? I don't think Looney played. No, Looney got 2 minutes probably at the end of the game. Yeah, Looney's gonna probably need to play some more minutes, just in terms of the physicality with Steven Adams. You're gonna need somebody to bang with him.
And the rebounding aspect as well. Like Looney has to play. Like
even if it's not even just to get him out of the paint because they were not getting any rebounds whatsoever. So if you're gonna like Looney's gonna have to play. I didn't want to say. I told myself today I wasn't gonna say his name, but Kuminga needs to play, man. Kuminga needs to play. They need the physicality. They need the youth. They need like that athleticism. Other than him, they haven't really got any crazy athletes on their team.
Because gave everyone away for the trade for Butler. Not everyone away, but like
who did? Okay, they gave Wiggins.
They gave him Wiggins. They gave a few other guys.
Kyle Anderson went, but he's not.
He's not really.
I think it's too late for Kuminga to play. You have to stand on business.
I don't think it's too late. He's played a couple games this series.
He's played
21 minutes. He has played 21. But like he's played.
Wasn't that just the game one though?
No.
I think
game 2 or 3 when Jimmy got injured.
Yeah, he would have stepped in.
Game 2 and then game 3 he played.
Are you guys sure he has?
He has. I'm sure.
He has, but it hasn't been heavy minutes like that.
Check it, please.
No, when he plays, I'm pretty sure he averages.
He's played 2 games.
Which games did he play?
Okay, doesn't tell me which game.
One is definitely the Jimmy injury game.
He played
and one's the
in
next Jimmy injury game.
No, he's played in. Wait, what's the calendar? Okay. Yeah, he played in game 1. He played game 1. He played 26 minutes, and then in game 2 he played 17 minutes. So he has played.
So he played game 1 and 2, and that's it.
He hasn't played since then.
That's tragic.
It is.
I don't think Kerr likes him at all.
I don't think he knows how to.
Isn't it?
I don't think he knows
contract issue.
He is. I think he's up for a rookie extension. He is. I don't think it's even a contract issue. I just don't think he knows how to use him effectively.
His trade stock has plummeted to the floor.
Yeah,
that's because he's not. I don't think he's been given their style of play and the way that he wants to play. Or not even he wants to play that. Like his skill set can be, I guess, leveraged. Doesn't really mesh because I think there's so much discovery to be made of him. I don't think it's too late to play him though. I think genuinely use him like how they use Jordan Poole. Like give him a shot of just him and put him and Jimmy on the floor together. If you want to put Steph on the bench, he's not somebody you have running around. Put Podge in there or Moody and just give it 5 to 10 minutes and see what happens. Because he is instant offense and defensively he sits in the chair and he causes problems. And I don't even think the Warriors defensively is an issue. It's more the rebounding. Rebounding and I guess offensively that's the issues that I'm thinking I'm seeing. And I think I have to be honest. Ime Udoka, he's one of them ones. I'll be honest, he's one of them ones. He's one of those coaches that really knows what he's doing.
He's really good.
You know what I mean? Like genuinely, I on the way here, I just remembering that like he last saw them in the finals. Do you know what I mean? He literally just watched them in the finals. They're different personnel on the team, but even then, like he was still scheming with that Celtics team and trying to, like it was more like Jalen and Jason had to mature to be able to actually do what he wanted to do. But it seems Ime has figured something out. He hasn't necessarily. Go on.
Personally, I feel like the other young guys, the fact that it shows, like the fact they haven't fully come back, but they've come back from 3-1 down. It shows it's a young core, but it shows they have that mindset because a lot of teams that young when they're down 3-1 to a veteran team like Warriors, it's kind of like
they're gonna give up.
Over. But the fact they forced the game 7, it shows like I can't lie. It shows a lot of I don't know what the word is, but it's just
resilience. It shows a lot of resilience.
It shows a lot, man. It shows. I
think also like. Sorry to cut you. I think also their vets help a lot in terms of like I think the fact that you got Jeff Green on the bench, you got Dylan Brooks that's in there as well. Like
I like Brooks a lot.
Dylan Brooks will definitely like he will calm the storm. Like with his antics, like he's gonna take a lot of the pressure off of you. Even though he got into foul trouble yesterday, like he's still gonna play a factor.
Listen, I said it like you need a like when he was in his last stint of Memphis, no one really liked him. I know what this guy is such a bum, blah blah blah. But I remember saying I actually wanted him under the Mavs. Like I would want Brooks. Like you need a guy like Brooks in your team, and we didn't end up getting him. We went to Houston, but that's a very good pickup for them, man. Because Brooks is like he may give you a stat line of 0-0-0, but it's like he'll be effective with 0-0-0. It's like not and that's an intangible that most players in this league don't have, and Brooks has that, you know.
Okay. No, I agree. He does,
and it's kind of like Draymond. Like and Draymond can have literally nothing on the stat line, but he still has those intangibles where it's like he still be impactful, if that makes sense. So I feel like they kind of cut off the same kind of cloth.
No, they definitely suck on the agitators, but he has more. I guess he's a better shooter than Draymond. That's about it, defensively. But I guess who you guys taking? So game 7, you said you're taking the Warriors. Okay.
Yeah, I'm taking the
Taking
Warriors. They better win.
Because listen,
what do you think? Like, what genuinely?
You have Butler, you have Draymond, you have Curry.
I don't think it does anything. Just so, like, on you guys' point, I don't think it changes like Steph's legacy if he loses this series.
I'm not sure about legacy, but they get hit.
How? They made a mid-season, like all year they were a bad team. They made a mid-season trade, got Jimmy Butler, and then they went on a run, right? It's the same way. Like, does LeBron lose in 5 to Anthony Edwards? Does that change his legacy?
Why are you comparing LeBron's legacy to Steph's? They're very much different legacies.
They're not, bro.
Just stop, man.
They're not. They're intertwined.
You see.
No, but I'm asking you a question. It's not about to talk about LeBron, but I'm asking.
I
Like,
was going to agree with you. Then you have to be like, yes, they're the same legacy. Come on.
It's not the same. They have, of course, their legacies are different.
No, you're just saying does the round 1 exit?
That's what I'm saying. Doesn't have the same.
About the round 1 exit.
Because bearing in mind, LeBron has lost the first round twice now, back to back years. Steph hasn't done that. So,
say that again?
I said Steph hasn't done that.
Done what?
Lost in the first round in 2 years in a row.
Okay, well done, Steph.
So, I don't understand.
LeBron has never bottled a 3-1 lead. So
Okay.
from here.
Okay, so what does that mean? He hasn't bought a 3-1 lead yet.
Listen. I have always said,
And the first time he played against LeBron.
Listen, I have always said, and I'll stand by what I said. I don't think Curry's a clutch player. I don't think he is. I don't think he is.
You don't think Curry's a clutch player?
No.
Okay.
And
So what does he do? Hold on. He just wins it by blowouts.
And there's a reason why I say he's Kurt Choke. He's Kurt Choke, and he always be Kurt Choke to me.
He's Kurt Choke.
He's Kurt.
What does that
Listen,
mean? What's Kurt Choke?
you haven't seen that little meme? Curry Choke and Kurt Choke.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't know how that looks in the thing, innit? That's how it looks. But listen, man. If he loses, I don't think we'll take it.
Why do you think Steph is not clutch?
I just like I see clutch players. It's like he has clutch moments. Sure, he's a great player, but he's not a clutch player. It's like you can have clutch moments, but it doesn't mean you're clutch. I don't think he's cut from that cloth.
How many moments do you need?
Yeah, I was about to say.
I don't think.
How many moments do you need?
I can't lie.
So 4 championships is enough.
I'll be honest with you, and a lot of them came with KD, and
two were with KD, half.
and one came against an injured Cavs team. That's another one. But what? No,
Because
what?
context matters.
Context matters.
So he didn't play. He wasn't clutch. He didn't make big shots.
When the team is injured like that, I really don't care.
So
I really don't care.
This guy doesn't make
But
sense.
listen, I think of Curry is like I don't
And
know
he
what
just
it is.
ignore- and he just ignore a whole year.
Listen.
Okay.
And once you bottle a 3-1 lead,
Didn't he win Clutch Player of the Year?
No.
Yeah,
And he never should have won it. He never should have won it. Dude, bro.
won it?
So Fox should have won it.
I do the 17th seed, bro. How you the 17th seed and you're winning Clutch Player of the Year? Get out of here, man.
Okay.
That's stupid as hell.
Because it's about how many clutch games you're in,
Nah.
how many clutch minutes you've played.
And the thing is,
It's not about your seeding. The
as
best
soon as
teams
you
usually are
bottle-
in many.
as soon as you bottle a 3-1 lead, you're automatically in my head.
Not a clutch player.
Not automatically, but you're automatically trending in that direction. Like if he loses this, that's 2 3-1 leads he's bottled.
Doesn't even make
2
any
3 leads
sense.
bottled.
What
Nah,
you're saying
man.
doesn't make any sense.
Has anybody in NBA history bottled 2 3-1 leads? That's the question we have to ask ourselves. If you're the first person to do something like that,
Well, people are not
there has to be major questions.
Chris Paul would have done it.
And
What, 2?
Chris Paul would have done it with. I don't know if it was 2 with. Doc
no, it was
Rivers.
1.
wasn't
It was
2.
1. It's jumping. It was 1.
It wasn't 2.
It was 1.
Don't do that.
Maybe.
Don't do that.
I don't know. I'm trying to think. Give me a second. I don't know.
Listen,
But I don't think. I don't
listen.
really see the significance
Listen,
of it anyway.
when
I don't think that matters that much. Like, in terms of like, okay, you lost the series, cool.
But it's like, and when you're the head of the snake and you bottle 2 3-1 leads, it will say something about your legacy. Like it will. Like I'm not saying it will alter completely, but it will say something. Like
I don't think they will.
What does it say?
yeah, I don't.
No,
think
but
it will.
what does it say exactly? Because what is he now going to be seen as a loser? I don't understand.
No.
With 4 chips,
No.
Finals MVP.
Nobody's calling
Or
them
was it-
losers.
So then what? So how does it change it? What is
You
it?
can't be
Does
in
it diminish? In what conversations?
I've been seeing recent conversations that guys are saying if Steph wins a ring this year,
Yeah.
he is like
on Mount Rushmore.
On Mount Rushmore,
Yes,
like,
yes.
Yeah.
And for
Yeah.
his generation, he's
Yes.
probably past LeBron. That's the conversations I've been seeing. If he wins,
I wouldn't say past LeBron, but on Mount
that's the
Rushmore, 100%.
conversations that I've been seeing.
Okay.
So I'm saying, cool, that's cool and all. But what if you bottle a 3-1 lead?
So
What happens
LeBron's
then?
position is unmovable.
Well,
Yes.
for me,
Yeah,
of
yeah.
course it's movable, but not for
Because
a guy,
he's been losing a lot.
A guy like Steph can't move LeBron's position.
Who else after LeBron in this generation? Who else? Who comes second? Who comes second after LeBron in this generation? Who
In this
comes
generation?
second? Yeah, who comes
In my
second?
opinion, it should have been Kawhi.
It should have
I
been.
don't want to hear should have. Who is it?
It's Steph.
Okay.
But
So then who else is going to move him?
Let's add that caveat.
What, of what? Of what caveat? What
You had
caveat?
Kevin the can. You had Kevin the
I
can.
know.
You didn't.
Can I call him?
You
Can I
have.
call him?
To me, he has 2 rings. But to me, Kawhi's 2 rings are worth more than Curry's.
Based off of what? He beat an injured Warriors team.
Who?
Kawhi.
That team was
Who was-
stacked against.
who was beating that team?
So what injuries don't matter now?
Everyone-
Content doesn't matter now.
Let's be honest now.
Content doesn't matter
He
now.
still beat Steph and Clay. on
That's
the floor.
correct,
He
huh?
still beat Steph and Clay on the floor.
Oh, man.
The only person that was-
When Clay's leg was busted.
Clay's
No,
knee
but
went-
Clay played the
blew
majority
up.
of that series, no?
No, oh my days.
No, he did.
No, he did not.
But listen.
Oh my
He
days.
played more than one game, right?
Yeah, hold on one game. Hold on one game.
Hold on, but listen.
And then wait, so when you playing with the Spurs on that team?
Yeah, but hold up.
With Tim Duncan.
He still won
And
the
so-
Finals MVP.
That's
He still
crazy.
did his claw
No,
things.
you man are capping.
He still
You
did
man
his
are
claw
actually
things.
capping. Just say you hate
Because-
Steph. Just say you
I
hate
don't hate
Steph.
Steph.
You do.
I don't hate Steph. I
Come
have
on,
no
what would you want to
problem
say? What did you want to say?
I forgot what I was gonna say.
Yeah, because what's going to
No,
say?
it was
It's
Sorry, yeah. Listen. When that team was healthy, he was gonna beat it. So it's like
Which team?
when the Warriors
when
were
he's healthy, he's gonna beat it.
So what does that mean?
Listen.
So what does that mean?
Listen.
So what are you trying to say?
Listen. What I'm saying is.
So Kawhi being an injured team, that team was so unstoppable. What, it made it fair? Is that what you're trying to say?
Honestly,
the best team in
all
NBA.
time, yes, made it fair.
The best team
You think he made it fair?
Made it fair. Listen,
What team in NBA history is beating those guys?
listen.
Well, apparently Kawhi was.
That's crazy.
Listen.
I thought Kawhi was the Warrior stopper.
His
Before
path.
Stars of Petulia.
That's up a cheap shot. Let's be honest.
I thought he was the one that was going to stop them fully healthy. I thought he was the one.
What about that injury when Steph won that chip? What about that injury?
Context is key.
Spurs were
Context
going
is
to win
key.
game 1.
Okay, and then what?
Spurs were 60+ win.
Okay, and then what happens in the rest of the
Win
series? What, they don't adjust? They don't make changes? We can't just imagine because of one game. Oh,
Anything
yes.
could happen. But the
Anything
Spurs-
could have happened.
The Spurs would have taken that game. And that's, you start off on the right foot, we see what happens in the
Hey.
Minnesota series. You start off on the right foot, you
Okay.
gain confidence, anything
Okay.
can
Yeah,
happen.
anything can happen. Anything
can
can happen. But for you to say that Kawhi's 2 chips way more than Steph's 4 is crazy. That's crazy to me. Absolutely crazy. Because he beat an injured team in the finals, and he also had a dynastic
That's
team
way
behind
more,
him.
Because I'm
Based off of
it
what?
does way more. Because let's put Kawhi on that Golden State team and take Steph out. They're winning.
Put Steph on the
chips.
put Steph on the
Any
Spurs team,
superstar-
and then what happens?
Any superstar,
And nothing happens.
Any
They win the
superstar-
same chips.
Huh?
They win the same chips.
What?
You put Steph in the same position that Kawhi was in. They still
No,
win
they're
the
not
same chips.
winning nothing. They're not winning nothing. They're not winning nothing.
The
Toronto
the
ain't winning.
MVP is going to add nothing.
Say no more.
Toronto ain't winning.
Toronto are definitely winning.
Toronto.
Toronto are definitely winning with
And
Steph.
you put Kawhi on Golden State. Toronto ain't winning.
Yeah, they're not.
Same injuries, yeah,
And
100%.
they're not beating the Bucks with Steph.
Oh yeah, Bucks,
They're not beating the Bucks with
Okay.
Steph. They're not beating those guys with
Philly,
Steph.
Bucks.
Sorry.
Oh my god, sorry,
They're
I
not-
forgot the Bucks,
Yeah, like, why is he
Philly,
doing that?
Butler, Simmons,
They are.
Embiid,
Yeah,
Giannis.
The way you guys are,
They're beating Philly.
the way you, yeah, they are. They're being,
Yeah,
they are.
like-
They are.
You know
They are.
what, right?
Why?
Because people forget Kawhi's run to that NBA final was legendary.
Legendary, bro.
Legendary. He was clamping
They
Giannis. He was clamping up Giannis for Korean game, bro.
Philly would just put Ben Simmons.
Exactly.
Ben Simmons.
Back then was a
Steph.
beast.
Okay.
Back
Back then he was a beast. Back then he was a problem.
And not only that,
Okay.
no, not only
Back then he
that.
was a problem.
And it was a Kawhi was
Simmons.
How many
guarding
big,
up,
how many big wings has Steph destroyed? I don't understand. What's your point?
Kawhi was guarding Giannis. He was clamping him.
Okay.
If Kawhi was in that series,
Okay.
What they have
Can
done
you-
with
bro,
with
Kawhi would have got beaten the shit out of
It's
man.
the same roster, bro. The same wall that they were building with Marc Gasol and Ibaka. They're still gonna build that same wall. It wasn't Kawhi by himself. It was team defense that stopped Giannis. I don't understand.
But
It wasn't.
you need that
It was every
initial, you
position.
need that
That initial
initial player
defender.
on.
They have OG. They have Siakam. What do you mean?
No.
They have OG. They have
We've
Siakam.
already seen what Giannis did to Siakam. We've already seen what Giannis did to
With a wall
Siakam.
behind. What do you mean?
Come on,
Siakam
man.
just beat him this year. What are you on about?
Didn't Giannis
Siakam just beat him this
30 plus on the
year.
set? Didn't Giannis average 30 plus on the set?
Okay,
Come on, man.
and Siakam's team still won. And
Efficient 30.
Siakam's
Curry-
team still won.
Curry, like,
And Siakam's team still
Let's be
won.
honest, why did they win?
What do you mean? Why did they win? Because they beat him as a team.
When they injured? When
They
the
were
Bucks
injured. They were
So
injured,
let's
but
be
there was
honest,
more
there's
issues than just
caveats.
that. There were more issues than just that.
With a healthy Dame from game 1, they win.
I don't know. Don't know if we can say that. I don't really know if we can say that. But the way you guys are talking is if Kawhi Leonard is a better player than Steph Curry. That's the way you guys are talking.
In my eyes, he is.
All-round player, yes. Healthy.
All round.
Kawhi.
No, I don't want it.
Healthy.
He's a better.
Is
He is
basketball a
better.
singular game? Is basketball a singular game?
Actresses.
Okay.
Is basketball a singular game?
What do you mean? What do you mean by a singular game?
Is it a singular game? Is it all about offense?
No.
Or is it?
Holistically, as a player, Steph Curry is a better player than Kawhi Leonard. 100%.
I don't know how you can. Obviously, the Curry guys.
You don't know how I can what?
Crazy.
You don't know how I can what?
What?
You don't know how I can what?
I don't know how you can make that statement.
Because it's
Kawhi
factual.
is miles better.
Miles better.
Yeah, on the defensive end.
Okay. Yeah.
Let me finish.
Fair. Okay.
And on the offensive end, Curry is the better player, but it's not
It's not
as
a gap.
much of a
It's
difference
not
as it is
crazy gap.
for Kawhi.
If there was a
So
gap,
let's be
hold on,
honest.
but I'll say this right. If Curry's gap offensively was huge, then I'm like, alright, cool, Curry. But the gap offensively isn't
Really?
huge like that. Because you know what's crazy? Because
Okay.
in that run to the NBA Finals, Kawhi had like 600 plus points, some shit like that. Like that was some MJ. He was putting up MJ stats.
Okay,
and so
and-
the gap isn't huge. Offensively. It's not huge offensively.
Because he can score and what?
It's not just score. He can pass the ball pretty well.
You can pass it. Okay.
Is he
Say
not a
no
good
more.
rebounder?
Oh, okay. Okay.
So Steph is a pretty good rebounder for his size.
Yeah, he is. I'll give Steph that.
I don't
I would say,
understand.
But let's be honest,
if
basketball
he had a
will
superstar
always
whistle
be.
though.
Listen, basketball will always be about height at the
height
end
and
of the day.
size.
So because he's taller than him, he's a better player than him. That's what you're saying
No,
to me.
it helps him. If Kawhi
100% it
was
helps him.
Steph's height, no, Kawhi would not be better. Is that a true or a lie?
He's not better than him now.
Oh,
That's not better than him now, regardless of if he's 6'7" or
that's where
6'2".
we go separate ways, isn't it?
That's calm.
But
It's calm. I think you man are moving crazy, genuinely. But on this series, I think it shows more about Ime Udoka and the young guys buying into a system, as opposed to whatever you guys are saying. I think is crazy. I think genuinely, I think in your hearts, you guys dislike Steph Curry, and that's okay. That's okay if you do. But on Sunday, 100%. Elias, you need to believe more, bro. Elias, you need to believe. I'm
Oh, I
disappointed.
still think we'll win, but I just think. Well, I obviously believe we'll
see,
win.
how can you even say
Exactly.
How can you be
Exactly.
doubtful if you have
Curry on your team?
Curry
in
this
game
amazing
7.
guy on your team? If I had a player of that caliber on my Pelicans,
Yeah.
I'd be like,
Well,
we
no,
got this,
it's
we got
not because
this.
of Curry. It's because of we don't have the size, and they've got the
But
size.
it's a game 7. In a game 7,
Yeah, game
in a
7, you rely on
anything
your
can
best-
happen.
the best player on the court,
I've
right?
seen him do that
He's the
against
best
the Kings.
player on the court, right?
He is the best player on the court.
Yeah.
So
But we just said it was a team game.
yeah, but you should have that down though. The game 7,
Don't
the
the
game
Warriors
7.
have the best 2 players on the court?
Yeah.
So how? So you
They
guys
don't have the
should
two
be,
biggest players on the court though.
Yeah.
What?
And you were literally
What'd you
just
say?
said they don't have the 2 biggest players on the court though. And you were also just saying 2 minutes ago
Game 7,
that like if Steph Curry was Kawhi Leonard's height, at the end of the day, basketball's a game
You
of
don't
height.
have the 2 biggest players,
Players
but
on the court.
I'm being told Draymond is the best defender of all time. so why is that such a big deal that you don't have the?
Because it's not about defending right now. It's not about getting stops. It's about getting the ball. The issue is not they're not getting the ball. That's the issue.
If we could rebound, it would be probably done by now.
That's literally it. I haven't got any doubt in my mind. They're gonna get it done. They're gonna figure it out and they're gonna get it
But
done. I haven't
Elias,
got doubt
come
in
on,
my mind.
the
But
doubt.
I don't.
I
just-
think
Elias, you have to say the words. Elias, you have to say the
honestly,
words.
I have
they
taken
will
the
get
Warriors.
it.
Okay,
They
cool.
will
I
get
will
it.
get it done. I am so
I
confident.
just want
I
to
feel a
see
little
Steph
better
v
than
Ant
them.
in it. That's what I want to see.
You want to see who?
Steph v Ant. I want to see Steph v Ant. I think
Oh, okay.
that next round, I think either way it'll be very interesting. Like I believe the Warriors will come out, but if the Rockets versus the Minnesota Timberwolves in the next round, I think that series would be very.
Question. I have a question for you
I think
guys.
that's a 7.
Do you guys see Houston coming to again to the West Conference Finals?
Again, what this year?
Houston.
They're not beating the Warriors, so no. So
What do you
that's
think Houston again to the Western Conference Final?
No, I'm saying, do you see them getting to the West Conference Finals?
As in,
Oh.
just this playoff run or any playoff.
I think the Wolves would beat them.
Yeah,
If they were to beat the Warriors, I think
And
the
the
Wolves would
Wolves
beat
ain't
them.
anything special. Trust me, the Wolves ain't anything special.
I do
man.
think the
They
Wolves. I do think the
Wolves ain't anything
the
special.
Wolves are
man.
special,
They
but
ain't special.
He's butthurt. He's butthurt. He's
Honestly,
butthurt.
no, I agree with him. The Wolves are special, but what does that say about the Lakers that you?
The
couldn't-
bad. No, but I said the bad though. I said no.
I agree with him.
No,
The Wolves-
hold on.
the Wolves
You
aren't
can't laugh.
anything
You can't laugh.
I agree with him.
I literally said the Lakers are a bad team. I said it. Did I say it? Did I say it?
How do you lose to that team in 5? Anyway, that's a discussion for another day. But no, the Wolves aren't anything special.
They're
I'll be
nothing
so
special. I watched them in and out. I watched replays of that series. They're nothing special.
This is crazy.
They're nothing special.
This is
Whoever
crazy.
comes out-
This is
whoever-
crazy
whoever
football.
comes
Because
out
at the
special.
beginning of this year, this
Nothing
guy said they were an incredible team.
Whoever comes out,
That's what you said at the beginning of the year. You were saying a lot about this team.
I said they'll be better than Knicks, which are better than Knicks.
Okay.
And
Continue.
everything I said come to pass. It's come to pass. I said they'll be better than Knicks.
No,
Well,
no,
the
no,
Knicks
but
are
you
also-
can't say that yet.
the Knicks
You
are
can't
also
say
through
that.
to the next round.
You can't say that. Knicks are through to the next round. as well.
Yeah, but I feel like Timberwolves have been better than the season.
This season,
Yeah,
who ended with a better seed?
Post post All Star or post Jan, they've been the
Post.
Yeah, but what about the first half? Isn't it 82 games?
Randall was injured.
Isn't it 82
He
games?
was
Okay,
injured for a lot of the-
and
for the
they
games.
not they were missing guys all year as well.
Yeah, the Knicks weren't missing.
Yeah,
guys.
but
Brunson went out for a stretch as well.
he did. But I still think
He did. Go on, sorry, Kelvin. You were saying something.
But I forgot what I was gonna say.
Oh, they're nothing special. The Timberwolves are nothing special.
That's
The
what you were saying.
Timberwolves are nothing special.
They're nothing
Oh yeah, I remember now. Whoever comes out of I feel like the Clippers will take Game 7.
Yeah.
I don't like what I'm seeing from Denver.
Really?
The whole series, I haven't liked what I've seen.
Really?
Honestly, I have not liked.
Jamal-
What
I actually don't know how to feel about that series, you know.
that series is all about, in my opinion, can that second star perform for Denver?
Or for the Clippers.
For the Clippers, I trust Kawhi and I trust Harden more than I trust Jamal.
Harden
Murray.
had 2 games where a combined game
I
the total
still
scored
trust
26
Harden.
points. Really?
I still trust Harden.
I can't lie. This is, you know what?
I trust Harden a lot.
I
more
am.
than
You
I
know
trust
what? You know
Murray.
what? You know what? I'm confident. Clippers Game 7. I am putting a bill on it today. Yeah, I'm confident. I'm so confident.
Stop putting your money on things, bro.
But I've been winning. recently. Like, you know, the Timberwolves, the Lakers. I've been betting against the Lakers and I won like, and I won.
That's it. I've been playing against
Bro,
the
I can
Lakers.
show you right now.
Nah,
I'm
I
betting against
believe you. I
them.
believe you.
I've betting against
But
them.
that's just so
Betting
funny
against
to me because
them.
this
Betting
guy
against
roots
them.
for Luka.
Listen. End of the day, what I always say, I always have the last laugh. If I know a team's gonna lose, I'm gonna put a lot of money on the other team, and I won, and I was happy. So I wasn't as sad as I was because I won money off that series. So I can't really.
But they were big underdogs as well. Yeah, good on you.
Because you know what I did, right? So I waited until they cut it down to like a 2-point game in the fourth quarter. So I knew the odds would be good for the Timberwolves. So I put money on the Timberwolves, and then they ended up just blowing them out. So I was like,
Guys, don't get involved in what he's saying.
It's smart though, because it worked. Because Lakers are predictable. Because I just know these teams inside out. It's easy money to make, man.
So you're sure the Clippers will take Game 7?
Yes,
in my opinion, I think from the first quarter you'll be able to tell who will win that.
yeah, because
From the first quarter?
Because in the
By the end of the first
I
quarter,
don't know the way
normally you can tell
the
who
way
wins.
game 6 went.
No. Normally it's first half. That's what I've seen. The first half will tell me a lot.
No,
First half will tell me a lot.
after the first quarter of game 6, I knew the Clippers would win.
The way that they
I was like, if you look at it, the Nuggets were shooting like 60+%. And they, what? I think after the first quarter, the Clippers were still up.
Yeah.
So I was like,
I
was like, they're in trouble.
I
I was like, they're in trouble because the Clippers weren't shooting the free well in the first quarter as well, and they were still in the game. So I was like, no, they're in trouble.
do you know what it is for me? Yeah, with the it was the end of the game. The way that their offense looked, it just wasn't. It didn't seem like they weren't getting.
Zubac,
stops.
man, he's been getting stops in your.
Why
I'm
does
telling
Russ
you.
keep missing open layups?
Yeah.
Is it that hard?
It can be. It can be.
I mean,
Why does he keep doing that though? Like this is a former MVP.
No, because you're just making me laugh, right? It's wide open as well.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that's easy.
Is he running too fast?
And then he
I don't
throws
know what's
upright.
going
Looks
on
like
with
he's up. He looks like he's up.
Because he makes that what is a 4-point game.
Yeah. I don't know what it is.
Russ he's not having a bad. I don't think he's having a bad series, Russ. I don't think he's having a bad
Listen, man.
series.
I think just in the clutch, it just.
Zubac, I'm telling you, Zubac needs to
Yeah.
get praised, man. Zubac's defense has been extraordinary.
He has been. He's been
on Jokic,
incredible.
man. He's been extraordinary on Jokic,
He has
man.
been
Because you know what it is?
incredible.
Because he's so big as well. Oh, Zubac is amazing, man. That Clippers team, they come out. I'm gonna be rooting for them. I'm gonna root for them to win.
It was just the way that, like, for me, the thing that struck me was that Denver, they could stop Denver. Like, the Clippers found ways to stop Denver. I think that's the one thing that's on their side. In terms of, I don't know what's going on with Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray hasn't.
I'm telling you,
He
ever
hasn't
since
yet, he hasn't
that
yet
chip,
clicked. No, but I think he's gonna click. I think he's gonna
ever
click.
since that chip season, he has never looked.
No, but
he
we've
hasn't
seen
looked the
enough.
same.
We've seen enough sparks that, like, it's in there. It's in him for him to find that playoff form.
If you ain't seen the Lakers,
So I think the only thing with the Clippers is, I think James Harden, whether or not
he needs to start strong.
what kind of
He has
production
to
we're going to
start.
get from him, because I
He has
think
to start
I think there's a way that they can take him out of the game. I think there is a way that the Nuggets can take.
Get the ball out of his hand.
Yeah, I think they can do that. And then also, I think the adjustment that Tyronn Lue made of putting Batum in as the small ball five,
So good,
Batum is
man.
incredible.
I
The
told you,
that's the
he's great.
versatility that they have.
Bro,
is,
I said
is,
it. He's one of my favorite role players. I love him so much. He's
I don't know
so
why that
good.
guy made that song.
The
Why
fourth quarter.
fourth quarter. Why did he make that song?
Batum in.
Do you guys not know that song?
No, I don't think
Fourth quarter. Why the
Yelling in the
Batum
fourth quarter.
About
of
two, yeah.
Nah,
He's
but
so good,
Batum
man.
is a
He's
good-
so.
he's a good
No, he's
player.
great. He's a
He's
great
so.
that's one thing
man.
in terms about the Clippers. I do think.
So good defensively and
I don't know who I'm going to take in Game 7. I think it could go either way. But one thing I say is the Clippers' favor is, like, if they do get past this round, the way their team is built, the Clippers. They can face anybody. They're built for any kind of scenario in the playoffs. They're built for anybody.
The only team that they're not built for.
They're built. They even the Celtics.
No.
Even the Celtics. I don't know.
I can't lie. They'll take Harden out like that. It'll be.
But then they have other guys because they're shooting.
question.
They're shooting from Bogdan, Norman Powell's production.
Bogdan has been playing well, you know.
Bogdan's been shooting well this last couple of games. Last game he was playing very well.
He's been playing pretty.
I have a question for you.
Bogdan, yeah, go on.
Who do you think will win the championship this year?
I think the Celtics will win again.
Okay.
I do think the Celtics will win again. But I think that the road to getting there might be a bit more difficult than it was last year.
What I'm eyeing is
I
that.
don't think I know they'll win this year.
Okay.
But
Listen,
I
I'm
said it
just-
from last year's squad. They will repeat.
Okay.
I can't lie.
I say that to
Very
say
good.
when Tatum does do it, I know there's going to be conversations.
Crazy
Tatum,
ones.
Tatum, blah blah blah.
Crazy
But
conversations.
guys, let's
Tatum what?
Crazy conversation.
Because it's what that would be 2 rings. He'll probably get the finals.
They have to give it to him because it's Brown last season. That's because it is.
Nah,
it's
they
not-
They don't have to do anything. They don't have
I don't
to.
like that narrative you're spinning.
Yeah,
have to, they have
he's
to.
a hater.
They have to.
Bro,
That's
I've got
it.
you, man. I've got you, Tatum. Don't worry, I've got you.
I think that would be 2 rings and a finals MVP
Yeah.
before the age of 27.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If he does do that, guys, let's keep the conversation. Let's
Chill out,
be
chill
honest with who that
Who
man is.
that man is?
He's
Yeah.
barely a top,
You know
a
what
top
he
5
is?
player. He is barely a top 5 player. Let's be honest.
I don't know why I
You know what it
thought
is?
they
You
were
know,
gonna face the league
you know how I called KD a mercenary for hire. He's kind of like, I wouldn't say he's a mercenary. He's like a.
No, he's not a man. He was drafted there.
He's drafted it, but it's like if there's a word for him, I don't know what the word is, but Tatum is. This is
He's the opposite of like a solo leveler.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a solo leveler.
He's like
somebody that needs a team around him to level up.
yeah, level up. Yeah. It's not solo.
He's the opposite of a solo leveler.
That is a
Yeah,
team
yeah.
leveler. He's really a team.
He's a team leveler. Yeah.
Team leveler. He's a team leveler.
Yeah, he's a team leveler.
leveler. Because with
What they say doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't. Team leveler.
Have you watched solo leveling? It makes sense.
Of course I've watched all the leveling.
It makes sense.
But what you're saying doesn't make any sense.
He can't clear a dungeon by
He
himself.
can't. No, he can't.
What do I mean by that?
He can't.
What do I mean by that?
He
He can't win a series by himself.
He can't
win a series by himself.
He can't. He's a bro. He's a team leveler. It's okay. It's okay.
Some guys in NBA history, you can go into a series. This guy can win the series by himself. I've seen LeBron do it.
Tatum is one of them.
I've even seen the Kant do it once.
Wow.
Believe it or not.
Yeah.
Wow.
I've seen Kawhi do it.
Wow.
I've seen Hakeem do it. So many names. I don't think I've seen Tatum do it. There's always
Tatum is
been a
one of
team
them.
around him.
Like for example, right? In today's game, there's Giannis, Jokic, Luka. That's the only one I can think of. That's the only one I can think of. I know we're not 5, but it was just a bad team. But outside of them 3, who are the solo levelers? There is no one. There is Jokic, Giannis, and Luka. There is no one
Honestly, if somebody's listening to this pod and they don't watch anime, they're gonna be thinking, "What the hell are these guys?"
else.
talking
So
about?
and those are the only 3 solo levelers. Apart from that, who's solo leveler?
yeah.
Because Shea isn't. Tatum definitely isn't.
Shea isn't a solo leveler.
No. And not I have to see more from him. I have to see more from him.
This man's had a week's rest. Whoever's come out this series,
All I know is
They're gonna be rusty.
They're in for a long day.
listen. All I know is that OKC Hate Watch is
You
gonna
guys
be
just chat
beautiful.
rubbish, bro.
It's
Genuinely,
gonna be
the two
beautiful.
of you just chat rubbish.
What? Because it's not what you want to
Is that
hear.
more-
No,
Yeah.
but genuinely, you guys
Yeah.
actually just chat
Because
nonsense,
not
bro.
what you want to hear.
Because how is what do you even mean by a team leveler?
He's a team. He
Because
excels.
because
he
what you're saying,
excels-
what
he
you're saying,
excels
no,
under
wait,
the
let me
conditions.
let me explain
Okay,
it.
go
Let
on.
me because what you're saying about like you're not even talking about the player gets better. You're talking what you're actually saying because leveler is not the word you guys should be using. What you're talking about is this guy. If he's on your team, he raises the level of everybody else to exceed. That's what you're saying essentially. You're saying Tatum can't drag his team to win a series. How come? However, last year the issue in terms of when they lost against the Warriors was that they had no ability to actually distribute and raise the level of everybody else around him's play. Last year we saw him consistently throughout the playoffs raise the elements of everybody around his team. Yes, his team is good. Yes, he has great players around him, but he raised their level of play. By him being on the floor, he raised the level of play. Yes, he was a team. He raised the ceiling of that team.
No. And the team's level grew, and he just grew with them.
Yeah.
That's basically he just grew with them.
Yeah.
It's like
So he just-
It's like an A rank.
So when
Wait,
no, I've got an example for you.
Yeah.
Because so when Luka's team got better, the whole team's level rose. His level also rose. No, actually, no. In fact, his level stayed the same. His team just got better, which made them go further. It had nothing to do with him being a solo leveler.
Tatum is not in the same conversation.
They are in the same conversation.
No, they're not.
One has a chip, one doesn't. That's the conversation we're having right now.
So you know what is Tatum, right? You want Tatum, right? What I got, man.
What you're saying doesn't make any sense, bro. What you're saying doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense.
It's like an A-rank.
It genuinely doesn't make any sense.
It's like an A-rank hunter joining a pack of S-rank hunters and be like, oh guys, look, bro, you're joining an S-rank team, bro, and you're clearing a dungeon. It's not
joining.
It's
joining.
It's not, listen, I'm just talking about team leveler. It's like your A-rank mission, and the guy's like, you know what, we're gonna bust you.
You guys are so wrong.
With like 5 S-rank hunters with you
so
join you, and he just win.
There's always gonna be guys like you that have a narrative that's just false. So
I see what I see. He's not one of them.
I don't think it's a narrative. I think it's just
a narrative.
So if Tatum does win the championship this year and with a Finals MVP, where will you see him? Like, what changes for you?
Not much changes.
If nothing changes, then
not much changes yet.
That says all we need to know.
No, because for me,
because you said to us after he won last year. You said to us after he won last year. You even said it. I can bring the fouls up.
Yeah.
You said he's not a top 5 player in your eyes. Wow. You said he's around 7.
He's top 10. Yeah,
you said he's around 7.
And you said
so
for sure. Because my thing with
and you said Paul has him in the top 5, so he basically rates him more than you do.
He doesn't rate me. You don't rate him more than I do.
You're sitting down there.
Can I finish?
Go on,
Can I finish? Because my thing isn't about.
It's fake, man.
My thing isn't like Tatum.
Nothing changes.
Fake love.
You hear that? Nothing changes.
It's not fake love because Tatum hasn't got anything to prove in the playoffs. Them going back to back. Nothing changes for me because I think for me what I want to see him is sustained dominance. That's what I want to see in terms of consistency. I want him to win MVP. That's my thing with him is I want him to win league MVP. That's the thing that I'm waiting for him to move the needle. That's what I'm waiting for. In terms of in the playoffs, if he wins Finals MVP, I think it's great. Legacy wise, I think it's great for him. As a player, I think the only way that it will move me is depending on the which in way he does it. In terms of how dominant it looks. Currently, if they win the same way that they won last year, I think for me now, I would say yes, top 5. I would say yes, top 5. But after that, I think what's waiting for him.
With that doubt, you said it. Mate, it's top 5. It's like you know what I'm trying to say. He's not saying the.
I'm being honest. I'm being honest.
So what you're saying, yeah?
Wow.
Because I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to you and act as if he has also got a team behind him that's also incredible. Because you have to also weigh that. You have to add that to the conclusion.
You see him exactly like us.
No, I don't. No, I do not see him the same way as you.
Because I have him around 6. You have him around 7 or 8.
I said 5. I said 5. I said 5.
But you
remember, I'm a team hater. I have my 5.
Yeah.
How do all of us here? I have my 5. I'm a team hater.
You are
I'm a Tatum hater, and I have my 5. Think about it. I'm a 5. I'm a team. This man calls me a Tatum hater.
I've heard you.
I'm a 5. This man a 5.
I've heard you.
I'm not taking it. I'm a realist. I keep it real. I'm a 5.
The only thing we're saying is that a number of superstars in his position would do the exact same thing.
Exactly. Or even better, bro.
That's the only thing we're saying.
That's true.
How can you disagree with that?
What do you mean?
Do you agree with that?
Yeah, for sure.
So how do you get onto our criticism of the player?
Exactly.
Because what I'm saying is that you guys don't think that it's him that's improving, that's raising the level of everybody else around him.
He's a superstar. He should be able to raise.
No, but you guys literally just said literally 2 minutes ago that he's a team leveler, that he just raised.
A team leveler.
So what you're saying doesn't make any sense.
Let's explain what that means.
Yeah, explain it, because it doesn't make any sense.
A team leveler is a player. They can do well on their own.
Sorry,
but they don't primarily do well on their own if their team isn't structured.
We've never seen him by himself. So how can you say that? We've never seen him by himself. We've never seen him on a bad team. So how can you what's your evidence for it?
Well,
tell me the truth. What's your evidence for it?
I'm not gonna say it.
No, say it. Because when he had a young team and it was bad, he rose and he shone like a star.
What young team was bad?
I didn't say it was bad.
He came into a decent team.
He did, and I said when his team was young. I didn't say his team was bad. But I said when his team was young, and there was no defined star, he rose and he shone through, which is why they continue to build around him. True or false?
Yeah, true.
That's the only probably point in time where you can say that okay, cool. His team wasn't really that good in terms of against the competition they were facing, and he rose. True or false? So based on that, how can you come here and say that he's a team leveler?
Listen,
because he also, when he got found out by the Warriors in the finals, he went back and improved, and that's why the next year they were then able, of course, getting Drew Holiday, getting Kristaps helps, 100% it helps. But if he doesn't play the way that he plays, they don't win.
They have one. They have one when he's having horrendous nights. They have one countless of times.
So it's like He's not a solo leveler. He's a team leveler.
You want me to bring up some of his stats from the Dallas series? They have won.
He was bad, bro. He was
the NBA superstar averaging. How much did he average that series? Wasn't it under
like
20?
the last game was his only good game. Apart from that, he was.
Wasn't it under like
led their
23?
team in points, rebounds, and assists.
No, I think it was a restart except points.
Hence why Brown won Finals MVP.
I think Jalen won
The points.
He had points.
Hence why Brown won Finals MVP. Like
He had everything else. So.
if a day came where Kyrie or Bron won a Finals MVP or Luka, I would look at Luka differently. I'd be like, bro, what the fuck? I would look at him differently.
If what?
If
Kyrie won Finals MVP over Luka,
or LeBron, I would look at Luka different. And be like, wow, you let these guys win Finals MVP over you.
it's
Wow.
not in their control. They have no power over who give. They don't get. They don't get.
By their own performance. By their own performance.
Okay.
Jaylen Brown was Finals MVP of Tatum, bro. That's come on, man. It's damn, bro. Damn. If that was Luka, I'd be like, Luka, come on.
All right, we're gonna move on. Oh my days.
Because I keep it real.
Knicks and Pistons. Was you guys surprised? I was surprised. I'll be honest. I had Pistons in 7.
I thought Pistons would go 7 and the Knicks would win it in 7. But.
I thought the Knicks would win, but I didn't think it would be like every single game is coming down to the wire like that. Like I felt like yesterday's game should have been done. The Pistons were down 11 going into the fourth.
The Knicks didn't get destroyed by the Boston.
Like the Knicks have a tendency to blow these leads and like blow opportunities. And Kat, I don't like what I'm seeing from him these playoffs. Wow. I didn't like what I've seen from him his entire playoff career, if I'm being honest. Like I don't know what it is, but it's like some nights he chooses to be aggressive. Some nights it's like he's playing like a cat.
Yeah.
Like, so I don't know what to say with that dude. I don't think we can trust the Knicks. Well, I know we can't trust the Knicks to take down Boston.
No, hell no.
They don't have the. But Brunson has the mental fortitude.
Yeah, I was wrong last episode. I said he wasn't. I said something like he wasn't fearless, or he wasn't got cutthroat enough, something like that. I was capping. I was capping. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, Brunson definitely has the mental fortitude to take that team down. I think they're just gonna lack the firepower.
I can't lie.
Lack the firepower.
I can't lie.
They're just gonna lack the firepower.
I can't lie.
I think they can get stops on Boston.
You don't think they can score enough?
Occasionally, but I don't think they'll score.
If Kat isn't scoring,
because Kat is like he's choosing moments. I'm like,
yeah,
it's going to be heavily dependent on whether or not Kat can produce at a high level. But I actually think I could see this going 6.
Okay,
I could see it going 6.
That's not crazy.
If a team level trolls and goes 6.
Yeah, if team level
trolls
yeah.
go 6, I'd go 6. Yeah. If he doesn't troll, then probably 5 or 4. 5 or 4. If he trolls, then 6.
Yeah.
You see them sweeping them.
In my honest opinion, it will be a 5-game series. Listen, I think if Tatum plays like a superstar should, there's not a series.
How do you play in round 1?
There's not a series in these play. I said the same thing last year.
How did he play in round 1?
Them more than 5. I said this.
How did he play round 1? Did he play like a superstar? Was you happy with what you saw?
Round 1. Yeah. Didn't he miss a game?
Yeah, he missed one game. He got injured.
Round 1 he was good. What?
There's no winning with you, man. Anyway, there's no winning with you. I want you guys to talk about.
He's the goal.
I want you guys to talk about him with respect in your voice. That's what I want you guys to talk about him. That's what I want. That's what I want. Where's his respect?
Hold on. This doesn't.
Like, what are you gonna say? Like, really, what and truly are you gonna say now?
I respect more than anyone here.
No, you don't.
I have him top 5.
He has him top 5.
I have him top 5. I have him top 5.
literally said he's 5.
I'm over LeBron. Legault. I'm over Legault, bro. He's 5.
That's because literally last episode you said LeBron looks 41, bro. That's literally what you said. That's what you said. You said you was getting minimized by Julius Randle.
But yeah, you did. But the point is, I have him top 5.
That's not an incredible statement.
I know that hurts. LeBron getting.
I have him top 5. I give him a lot of respect, but I just keep it real about him as well. I keep it real. I told you, I pride myself in being a real.
So what? Okay, question. So the Knicks wave. The only way the Knicks win is if the Celtics beat themselves. Is that what you guys are saying?
The Knicks. The only way the Knicks win that series is if Tatum goes ghost.
He trolls. Yeah.
Not even trolls. If he goes ghost.
So if Tatum doesn't play, if Tatum plays bad, do you think the Celtics can still win?
If Tatum averages less than 20 points that series, that's the only way the Knicks will win.
But even then, I can still see Boston win. I'll be honest. Because the Knicks, I don't trust that team. I don't trust.
Because he'll.
That's what you think. Sorry, go on.
No, because he'll chuck his shots. I can see.
I know.
The only way they win is if Tatum just goes ghost.
Listen, Tatum shot that is one of the worst I've ever seen. Is actually. I look at it, I get depression of his shot that. I get depression, man. But even if you score less than 20. The Knicks aren't good, but I'm telling you, the Knicks aren't good, man. Like, outside of Brunson, I don't trust any one of these guys. And even Brunson, the end of the day, this is a height game. He's what 6'1". He's that carry. He's an undersized guard. They will exploit that, and they will exploit him defensively as well. So even if he scores less than 20,
Boston is. I can't lie. Boston is one of the scariest teams that you can play in a playoff series as a undersized guard.
Very
is really an uncomfortable matchup. I respect Brunson a lot, but we've seen what those guys do to undersized guards.
Kyrie. I make Kyrie look like a joke, like an absolute joke.
There's one undersized guard that they couldn't stop.
Yeah, what on to Steph? He had a great series.
But if they had this team, then, if they had this team, then,
I'm not gonna lie, it's practically the same.
No. KP and Drew, are you stupid?
No, but they still had defensive player of the year.
Yeah, I know, but
they still had the wings. Tatum.
Yeah, but Drew is better than Smart as well than close. And
it's not even close.
Drew doesn't have a defensive player of the year, and I love Drew.
But he's a better defender than Smart.
I'd say.
Let's be honest.
I'd say that version of Smart. I'd say is debatable.
I don't. Drew.
I'll take Drew because I see Drew as like he can really guard 1 through 4.
1 through 4. And it's like that KP and we did, and the rise of Pritchard, Cornet and Hausen, them man, they're like, nah, it's a different. Like this Boston team would destroy that Warriors team. Like they would belt to ass, man. Belt to ass, man.
But this is a different Boston team.
Belt to ass.
Yeah.
And
KP does change a lot.
KP, Drew, you have Pritchard, Hauser. These men come on different. KR, he's really good. You have Cornet, like bro, it's a different team, man. And you have Tony Gray coming off the bench as well. Nah, absolutely belt to ass, man. Listen, man, all I'm looking forward to is the OKC Hate Watch. But now that Lakers are out, which I thought completely.
So what, now OKC get to the finals?
So what do you?
No. Let him land. Let him land. No. The Western Conference Finals.
I feel like the Clippers. Listen. After seeing the Lakers go out, I was wrong about the matchup because.
Wait. Do you think the Lakers had a matchup to beat the Thunder?
Listen. Heading into the playoffs, I thought OKC and Lakers.
Lord have mercy, man.
That's your guy. That's your guy.
Bring up the tape.
You know the OKC's get done, but they get.
Not by the Lakers. Not by the Lakers.
I don't know about that.
Not by the Lakers. A healthy Mavs, I would have taken them over.
Listen, the point is, I think if Harden don't troll, I'll see Clippers take them out. Clippers take them out. If Denver wasn't so bad defensively, I'll take Denver. But I'm gonna go with the Clippers, but I wouldn't be surprised if OKC went. To be honest with you, I wouldn't be surprised. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter because Boston's winning it also.
See how they just minimize things, bro.
At the end
see how nobody can actually have success in these men's eyes. Nobody can succeed, bro. Because it's like, because this doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. So LeBron, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Huh?
Steph succeeded a couple years ago. Giannis succeeded. Jokic succeeded.
Clearly in the eyes of you two, it doesn't matter. It doesn't mean anything.
No. It doesn't mean anything because we're not kissing their ass like you want us to.
Yeah.
No, even if you're not, it doesn't mean anything to you.
What do you mean?
Yeah, okay, literally, we got here because you said, okay, when Tatum wins another chip, you said everybody calm down.
So what does it mean? Be in conversations that he shouldn't be.
What conversation should he be in? Every other week he's beating Larry Bird in some kind of stat, or he's matching Larry Bird in some kind of stat.
So what?
What kind of caliber?
So what? You can't say a statement like that, but not follow up on it.
I'm literally about to.
Matching Harry.
No, yes. I'm literally saying he's on the trajectory to being an all-time great.
To be better than Larry.
I don't know that yet. But potentially, yeah. Potentially, yes. No, wait. Let me land.
You know what? I can't take him seriously. He has also his doubt. He has no confidence. He does look up.
No, honestly, you know what it is? I want to be objective and remove my bias. That's what it is. If he continues on this trajectory, 100%, he's lining up to be the greatest Celtic ever. He is.
He'll be in the conversation.
He's in that. He's on the trajectory to be the greatest Celtic.
He needs at least 3 though.
What do you mean he's not?
If he gets a third,
what do you want to? No, what more do you guys actually want to see from this man? What more do you want to see from him?
So a leveler.
So you want him to go and join a bad team? You want him to go join a bad team and raise their play? Is that what you want to see?
So a leveler.
I'm asking you. Is that what you want to see?
So a leveler.
You shush. Is that what you want to see?
So 11.
I would like to say it, but obviously he's not in the situation. It doesn't make sense.
He's not.
But there will be a point in time where
but Jenny, for
there will be a
for
point in
Zion,
time-
would that make sense? For any star, does that make sense?
Listen.
To go
there
and
will
leave
be-
a good team.
There
to
will
go
be a
and leave
point in time. There will be a point in time where the Celtics are not as good as
100% they will
right
be.
now. And when that happens, that is when I would judge Tatum for who he is.
So then even now when he wins, yeah, to you he's not going to prove anything because you asked me what happens to it, like how are you going to see
What
it?
does he prove?
Hold on.
It's like the same thing with the Can one. What did he prove? It's like the same thing with Kevin the Can one.
So you're saying the same thing as you said the same thing as what?
Hold on. So you know when Kelvin asked you like that 10 minutes ago, it was like, so if Tatum wins a chip and win Finals MVP, does anything change for you? You were like, nah, nothing really changes for me. So
Was there ever a point?
So now you're getting onto him for saying
I'm not getting onto him.
Was there ever a point in his time Larry Bird wasn't a top 5 player?
No.
Right now in his career, there's never been a point in time where Tatum is a top 5 player in my eyes. Paul is saying he's top 5, but that's like he's 5, number 5.
He is top 5.
You don't have him top 5.
Why
You don't have him top 5.
talking?
This guy never top 5. Why so how can you pass somebody? How can you pass somebody like Larry Bird when you've never been a top 5 player in your like?
He's top 5. Bro.
in your list?
Okay, so who's he better than? Is he better than? Is he better than?
Say that now.
Is he better than Steph?
No.
Is he better than Luka?
Yeah. He is.
I know this guy.
Yeah, grab it up, man.
He is better than Luka.
We got him.
Oh yeah, he is. He is.
He's better than Luka.
He is.
Safe, man.
He is.
Safe. Get out my face. He's a liar.
Genuinely, he is. He actually is. But it's calm. You guys don't want to believe it's calm. The last series we haven't touched on, I guess, is Pacers Cleveland.
Cleveland
Cleveland
in 6.
Cleveland in 6.
Yeah.
I think Cleveland in 6 as well, to be honest.
Okay.
Actually,
let's do quick predictions. We'll go around and then we'll close. So Knicks Celtics.
Knicks Celtics. I've got Celtics at 5.
if someone's on troll, if Tatum on troll, someone's on 5.
Celtics in 6.
I say Celtics in 6. Who else is there? The West is still to be TBD.
Yes, you've got 2 options of Thunder
versus Nuggets potentially.
A Thunder in 6.
I really don't think of what the Nuggets have shown me be Thunder versus Nuggets, but if that is the series, Thunder in 6.
Yeah, Jokic will steal a game, so Thunder in 6.
If it's Clippers,
I think Thunder in 5. If it's Clippers,
I'll say Clippers in 7.
If it's Clippers, I'll say Clippers in 6.
wow.
Thunder in 7.
I say Thunder's in 6. Thunder in 6. The Thunder are that good. Minnesota versus either the Rockets or Warriors. Who you taking?
If the Warriors come out, I'm taking Timberwolves in 6. If it's Houston, I'm taking Houston in 7 or 6.
If it's Minnesota, I'll take. If it's the Rockets, I'll take Minnesota in 7. If it's the Warriors, I'll take Warriors in 6.
Warriors in 6. Timberwolves in 7 for the Rockets series. If it's the Rockets,
I think for the Timberwolves Rockets, I think it'll be Rockets in 7. If it's the Warriors, I think Warriors in 6. But yeah, I think we'll leave it there, ladies and gentlemen. There's a lot to see, a lot to come in. These guys are haters. So apparently I'm a liar. We'll find out.
So wait, so you guys taking today for Game 7 Clippers and
Who am I taking today?
yeah?
I think the Clippers take it today.
How about you, Elias?
Nuggets.
I'll take Clippers.
Yeah, I think the Clippers take it.
Say no more. We'll be back with you guys next week. Catch you guys later. We've been
In the
Yeah, man.
wrap it up.